What if the person making twice as much as you isn't smarter, more talented, or working harder? We have been raised on the traditional idea that grinding harder is the only path to success. Many people stay at the bottom of the ladder while working themselves to the point of exhaustion. It is like trying to run a grueling marathon in heavy work boots instead of sprinting in spikes. The truth is that talent is not the primary currency of success in today's highly competitive world. Statistics show some individuals earn twice as much while possessing only half of the natural talent. This shocking reality forces us to ask if we have been lied to about the value of effort. If hard work alone was the answer, the hardest workers would always be at the very top. Instead, the most successful people choose to work smarter rather than simply putting in more grueling hours. They focus on high-leverage actions that produce massive and lasting professional results for their careers. You can become truly unstoppable once you stop trading every single second of your life for money. Success is not about how much you struggle, but how effectively you apply your limited energy. To achieve these superior results, you must master 5 specific secrets that others completely ignore. These secrets act as a blueprint for anyone looking to bridge the gap between effort and income. Imagine being able to out-earn your competitors while having significantly less natural ability or specialized training. It sounds impossible, but it comes down to shifting your mindset from raw labor to strategic execution. The first step is learning how to tackle the hard thing first to eliminate procrastination and guilt. By prioritizing your most difficult tasks, you build the kind of momentum that carries you forward. You also need to understand why high performers choose to rest on purpose instead of burning out. This intentional recovery ensures that your brain remains sharp and ready for the next big challenge. When you combine these strategies, you stop running in place and start moving toward your goals. We are going to dismantle the hard work lie and replace it with a more efficient system. Are you ready to discover the 5 secrets that will change the way you view your career? Let us dive into the first secret and see how you can start to work smarter today. Many people believe that success is reserved only for those born with extraordinary natural gifts. This common belief is known as the talent trap, and it keeps millions from reaching their potential. You might see others ahead and assume they possess a higher IQ than you currently have. However, the truth is that income rarely correlates directly with how high your intelligence score is. Some individuals earn twice as much money as others, while possessing only half the natural talent. This massive income gap exists because strategy and specific habits consistently beat raw talent every time. To break free, you must realize that becoming unstoppable depends on your approach, not your DNA. Successful people understand that the real secret is to work smarter rather than just working harder. If you rely solely on effort, you will eventually hit a ceiling that hard work cannot break. The path to high performance starts with a shift from pure intensity to intentional, strategic habits. Raw talent is just the starting line, but your strategy is the engine that drives you forward. High achievers do not work more hours. They simply use their hours with much higher precision. One vital habit is learning how to rest on purpose to maintain your mental and physical edge. Instead of burning out, elite performers use recovery as a tool to fuel their next big win. Another key strategy involves tackling the hard thing first to conquer your most difficult challenges early. By front-loading your effort, you eliminate the anxiety that often stalls progress throughout the day. This simple shift creates a powerful sense of momentum that carries you through every subsequent task. Once you build this forward motion, you stop fighting against the clock and start using it. The talent trap suggests you are limited, but your daily habits prove that you are actually limitless. When you master these secrets, your output begins to dwarf the results of more gifted peers. If you feel stuck, it is likely not a lack of ability, but a lack of effective systems. Transitioning to a strategy-first mindset is the ultimate key to achieving your professional freedom. It is about refining your process until success becomes an inevitable byproduct of your daily routine. Stop waiting for a lucky break and start building the systems that will make you truly unstoppable. Let us break down exactly how these strategies can transform your bank account and your life today. You might think you are too far behind to catch up with the world's highest earners. But the truth is, you do not need a degree or a high IQ to win. You just need to commit to the next few days to start your journey toward success. What if your dream life was just 5 simple, powerful habits away from becoming your reality? These strategies are designed to help you work smarter without burning out or losing your focus. Think of this process as updating your brain software for peak performance and unstoppable energy today. Are you willing to trade 5 minutes of learning for a lifetime of massive financial results? These habits require no special skills, only your immediate commitment to take action right now. When you start immediately, you will feel the first shift in your momentum before this week. You will quickly discover that being unstoppable is a choice you make every single morning. One key secret is learning how to rest on purpose to recharge your creative mental battery. Successful people always choose to tackle the hard thing first to clear their path toward victory. This approach builds a level of momentum that makes your eventual success feel absolutely inevitable. You do not need a fancy office or expensive tools to begin this life-changing transformation today. Implementing these 5 habits results in visible changes to your productivity within just a few days. Imagine waking up with a clear plan that allows you to work smarter than ever before. This is about more than just money. It is about reclaiming your time and your freedom. Every small action you take today builds the foundation for an unstoppable and successful future self. Do not let another day slip away while you wait for the perfect moment to start. The only difference between where you are and where you want to be is your action. If you start right now, you will see the first shift before this entire week is over. Get ready to transform your routine as we dive into the power of habit number 1. We start with where the real battle is won, in the dark, far from any prying eyes. The first habit of the truly successful is consistently working when absolutely no one is watching. Most people only push themselves when they feel the heavy gaze of a boss or manager. Ask yourself this important question: are you a public performer or are you a real producer? Many students only pay attention to their work when a teacher is monitoring their every single move. This reliance on an audience creates a false sense of productivity that disappears when you are alone. Truly successful people are busy practicing their craft while the rest of the world is still sleeping. They understand that building momentum happens in those quiet hours before the sun even starts to rise. While their peers are distracted by mindless games, the unstoppable elite are deep in focused study sessions. Think of success like an iceberg, where the public result is just the tiny visible tip. Beneath the surface lies the massive 90% comprised of lonely, private, and incredibly intense study. You only need to spend 30 minutes every single day refining a skill in total, focused privacy. Committing to this small daily window allows you to work smarter and outpace those who only coast. If you want to be unstoppable, you must tackle your hard thing first during these silent moments. What are you actually doing when the boss isn't looking and the world is finally silent? Internal strength is forged in the shadows, long before the lights of the stage ever turn on. While others seek comfort or digital entertainment, the top performers are building their future in the dark. Dedicate your next 30 minutes to a skill that will change your life without telling a soul. Learning to rest on purpose is vital, but first, you must earn that rest through private discipline. These private daily sessions are the secret engine that drives every massive transformation you will see. Stop waiting for a cheerleader and start being your own most demanding and highly disciplined coach. But it's not just about starting. It's about the one thing most people fail to do. To truly work smarter, you need a clear blueprint for those 30 minutes of daily practice. Most people fail because they mistake busy work for actual progress in their private study sessions. This simple sprint framework ensures you build massive momentum without feeling overwhelmed by your goals. We are breaking your daily 30 minutes into 2 high-impact phases designed for rapid results. The first phase is your intake, where you consume information with a sharp, laser-like focus. Dedicate exactly 10 minutes to absorbing new concepts from a book, video, or mentor's lesson. This is not passive watching, but an intentional search for the hard thing first. Once your 10 minutes are up, you must immediately shift gears into the output phase. For the remaining 20 minutes, you will put everything you just learned into direct practice. This 2-to-1 ratio between doing and learning is what makes your progress truly unstoppable. Most students spend hours reading without ever testing their knowledge against the real world. By prioritizing output, you force your brain to engage and lock in new skills instantly. Think of this as a daily sprint that sharpens your edge while others are just drifting. 30 minutes sounds small, but when used this way, it transforms into your greatest competitive advantage. You are no longer just studying. You are building a machine that runs on pure execution. Remember that you must eventually rest on purpose to let these new neural pathways solidify. This structured approach prevents the burnout that stops so many others before they even start. When you master this 30-minute rhythm, you prove that talent is less important than consistency. Every session builds on the last, creating a compounding effect that will soon shock everyone. Now that you have the framework, you need to know how to handle the resistance. Hard work in private builds your skill, but this next habit builds your reputation and public trust. Did you know that most people quit their newest big idea in exactly 7 days? Many give up on their dreams after just 3 days of consistent effort. Many more stop trying new things entirely after reaching the 1-week milestone. How many unfinished projects are currently sitting in your drafts folder gathering digital dust right now? More importantly, do the people around you actually trust you to finish what you start? The second habit of truly successful people is the simple yet rare ability to finish everything. The world is full of half-started ideas that never reach their full potential because of boredom. Think of it as the 1-week wall where most runners stop and the race actually begins. When you push past that wall, you build the momentum needed to become truly unstoppable. Completing your tasks doesn't just feel good, it leads to massive increases in trust from others. To work smarter, you must distinguish yourself from the quitters by showing up every single day. Consistency in public is the byproduct of the hard thing first mentality we discussed earlier. To build this habit, I recommend completing 3 of your unfinished tasks within 1 week. Clearing your backlog proves to yourself and the world that you are a closer, not a dreamer. Even when you rest on purpose, your mind stays focused on the ultimate goal of completion. Your potential is directly tied to the number of completed projects you have under your belt. Finishing is a skill you develop by choosing to ignore the impulse to quit early. When you commit to finishing, you signal to everyone that your word is your bond. Are you the person who starts strong or the one who crosses the finish line every time? Trust is the currency of success, and it is minted only by those who deliver results. Each finished project adds another brick to the foundation of your growing professional reputation. Don't let 3 days of difficulty derail a vision that could change your entire life. Start today by picking up that one project you left behind just a few days ago. If you can outlast the 1-week wall, you have already beaten most of your competition. Most people start a journey with high energy, only to watch it vanish almost immediately. The excitement you feel on day 1 is a temporary chemical high that eventually fades away. This initial surge of dopamine makes your new project feel effortless and incredibly fun to start. However, you must work smarter by realizing that this feeling is not your true engine. The first major hurdle arrives quickly, usually when you hit the critical 3-day mark. Statistically, many people quit their new projects after a duration of exactly 3 days. This is where the newness wears off and the reality of the work begins to set in. When the dopamine dips, your brain starts searching for excuses to stop and return to comfort. If you can push through this initial slump, you are already ahead of the average person. Maintaining your momentum during this phase is the difference between a dreamer and a true achiever. But even after surviving 3 days, a much larger wall is looming just ahead of you. The second and most dangerous trap occurs once you reach the end of your first week. Records show that many people stop trying new things after a duration of 1 week. By day 7, the novelty is completely gone and the repetitive nature of practice becomes heavy. You might feel like you are working harder than ever without seeing any immediate results. This is the exact moment where the crowd thins and the competition simply gives up. To survive this wall, you must learn to do the hard thing first every single morning. Focusing on your most difficult task early ensures progress before your willpower begins to drain. You also need to learn how to rest on purpose to prevent burnout during this grind. Recovery is just as vital as the work itself when you are building a lasting habit. Those who survive the 7-day dip become unstoppable because they have proven they can endure. They no longer rely on fleeting motivation, but on the systems they have carefully put in place. Every day you continue after the first week adds another layer of armor to your discipline. You are no longer just trying something new. You are becoming the person who finishes things. Outlasting the 1-week wall is the ultimate filter that separates the successful from the rest. Now that you're committed to finishing, we need to talk about exactly when your workday should start. Stop checking your emails the moment you wake up because you are killing your momentum before the day begins. Why would you give your best morning energy to small, insignificant tasks that don't move the needle forward? The third habit of truly successful people is consistently choosing to do the hard thing first every single day. Instead of reacting to others, These high achievers perform their most difficult task the second they wake up. They understand that the hard thing first must happen when their mental energy is at its absolute peak. Think of it like eating your vegetables before your dessert to ensure the most important work gets finished. What is the one major task you have been avoiding all week because it feels too heavy to start? We often push the difficult work to the end of the day when our focus has completely vanished. By then, you are exhausted, and the task feels twice as hard as it would have at dawn. To work smarter, you must flip the script and tackle your biggest challenge while you are still fresh. This shift in timing creates a psychological advantage that makes you feel unstoppable for the next 12 hours. Completing your most daunting task first makes every subsequent job feel incredibly easy by comparison. It is the difference between rolling a massive boulder downhill versus trying to push it up a mountain. Imagine the relief of knowing your biggest hurdle is behind you before the clock even strikes 10. Your brain releases a surge of dopamine that fuels your productivity throughout the entire afternoon and evening. Because you front-loaded the effort, you can eventually rest on purpose without any lingering guilt or stress. This strategy ensures that your momentum stays high even when the world tries to distract you with trivia. Don't let your peak performance hours be stolen by a cluttered inbox or a long list of errands. Embrace the hard thing first and watch how the rest of your busy day becomes an effortless slide. Once that hardest task is finally done, the rest of your day is a smooth downhill slide toward victory. You've conquered the hardest task first, but now you must protect your hard-earned momentum from slipping away. We've been taught that multitasking is a superpower, but in reality, it is nothing but productivity poison. Is your phone controlling your every move, or are you the one truly in charge of your attention? Can you remember the last time you did just one thing for 60 full minutes without checking notifications? Most people live like flashlights, scattering their energy in every direction without ever making a real dent. Successful people operate differently by turning their attention into a laser beam that cuts through any obstacle. This brings us to the fourth essential habit, the absolute power of focusing on one thing at a time. To work smarter, you must abandon the chaos of doing everything and embrace the discipline of a single task. True productivity isn't about how much you can juggle, but how deeply you can immerse yourself in work. When you focus on a single objective, you become an unstoppable force moving toward your ultimate goals. To achieve this level of deep focus, you must eliminate the silent killers of your daily productivity. Successful individuals often choose to work without the constant interruptions of phones, loud music, or background television. Every notification on your screen is a tiny anchor dragging down your potential and slowing your progress. Creating a distraction-free environment is the secret weapon that allows high achievers to outwork everyone else. Imagine the clarity you could find if the digital noise of the world was finally silenced for good. Start by setting a simple timer for exactly 30 minutes to focus entirely on your current task. This small block of time acts as a sacred window where nothing else in the world matters. Use this countdown to build your momentum and prove to yourself that you can stay fully engaged. When the timer is ticking, your only job is to push forward until the bell finally rings. You will be surprised at how much ground you can cover when the clock is your only companion. Engaging in focused work for just 1 hour can produce more results than others achieve in a day. While the world drifts through 8 hours of busy work, you are making massive strides in just 60 minutes. It's like digging one deep well instead of wasting your strength on dozens of shallow, useless holes. This concentrated effort creates a competitive advantage that most people will never even begin to understand. You aren't just working harder. You are leveraging your time to create exponential returns on your energy. Rest on purpose once your hour is done, knowing you have already won the entire day's battle. The results you produce will speak louder than any words, building a reputation of pure, undeniable excellence. This habit transforms you into an unstoppable professional who values quality over the illusion of being busy. An hour of pure focus isn't just work. It is a massive competitive advantage in a distracted world. Master your attention now, and you will find that the path to success becomes much shorter than expected. If you follow the first 4 habits, you will find yourself running at 200% momentum. However, there is a catch that most ambitious people completely ignore until it is far too late. The final habit isn't about what you do at your desk, but what you do away from it. Would you ever expect your smartphone to function forever without ever being plugged into a power source? Yet, we often treat our complex brains far worse than we treat our basic daily electronics. Think of your mind as a high-performance battery that requires a specific recharge to maintain peak output. Without a recharge, even the most focused professional will eventually experience a devastating total system crash. To remain truly unstoppable, you must master the counterintuitive secret of the world's most successful leaders. This fifth essential habit is the art of learning how to rest on purpose every single day. Most people view downtime as a sign of laziness, but the high achiever sees it as premium fuel. When you rest on purpose, you are intentionally preparing your mind for the next high-stakes challenge. To maintain this elite level of performance, the author suggests a strict baseline for your nightly recovery. You should prioritize getting at least 7 hours of deep, uninterrupted sleep every single night. While many brag about long nights, truly successful people typically aim for a full 8 hours of rest. This sleep isn't just time away from work. It is the foundation of your ability to work smarter. Beyond nightly sleep, there is another layer to this strategy that prevents long-term burnout and exhaustion. The author recommends taking one full day every single week with absolutely zero work or professional tasks. Imagine a forest fire versus a controlled burn. Planned rest prevents your entire life from catching flame. This weekly disconnect allows your creativity to reset and your mental battery to reach full capacity again. You must protect this time fiercely, just as you protected your focus during the hard thing first. By scheduling your recovery, you ensure that your momentum never falters when the real pressure is on. Remember that rest is not the reward for your success, but the mandatory requirement for achieving it. Mastering your recovery allows you to return to the battlefield stronger, sharper, and ready to win again. If you want to outwork everyone else, you must first learn how to outrest them with intention. Right now, 90% of people will watch this and do absolutely nothing about it. You are about to decide if you are part of that group or the elite. When you combine these 5 secrets, something truly incredible begins to happen in your life. Remember the hard work lie we uncovered back at the very beginning of this journey? Success isn't about grinding yourself into the ground. It's about learning how to work smarter. These 5 habits specifically allow you to outwork 90% of your peers with ease. Think of these habits as 5 small gears turning one massive, unstoppable wheel of progress. You started by mastering private practice in the dark when nobody else was watching you. You learned the power of completion and why finishing what you start is everything. You mastered the hard thing first to ensure your most important goals were always met. You built deep focus to protect your precious concentration from the distractions of the world. Finally, you learned to rest on purpose to fuel your engine for the long haul. Together, these habits generate a level of momentum that makes your success feel absolutely inevitable. You are no longer just another worker. You have become an unstoppable force of nature. Are you truly ready to outwork everyone you know and claim your future right now? To see these results, I recommend focusing on just one specific habit for 7 days. Picking everything at once is a recipe for burnout, but one habit is a roadmap. Look back at the list and identify the one area where you feel most stuck. Which of these 5 will be your primary weapon over the course of this week? Master that one habit first, and you will watch the other gears start to turn. Commitment is the bridge between where you are and the life you actually want. You can't do it all at once, so you must choose your starting point today. The clock is ticking, and your journey to the top 10% begins right here. This is where the video ends, and your new life begins today. So, which one is it? Habit 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Tell me in the comments right now to lock in your intention. You do not need to master them all at once to start your journey. Choose just one habit today and commit to it for the next 7 days. Will you tackle your hard thing first and conquer the morning before anyone wakes? Or will you build momentum by mastering the art of uninterrupted, high-level, deep focus? Perhaps you need to rest on purpose to sustain the energy required for success. Join the community of strivers who are all starting their transformation alongside you today. What do you have to lose by trying this for just 7 short days? Who will you be by this time next week if you actually follow through? You are planting a small seed today that will yield a massive harvest very soon. I publish new guidance every single week to help you stay on the path. Subscribe now so you never miss a step in your journey to become unstoppable. You were promised visible changes in days, and now it is time to deliver. This is your chance to finally work smarter and leave the old struggles behind. Every great transformation begins with a single, simple decision made in this very moment. Do not let this momentum fade away like it has so many times before. Take that first step, join our community, and let us all win together. The roadmap is clear, the habits are set, and the future is yours. Your transformation is not a distant dream. It is a reality starting with this choice. The world is waiting for the version of you that refuses to quit. This is your moment to prove that you are ready for true success. I will see you next week. Now, go get to work. Your new life starts with the very first action you take right now.